All right, so today I'm here at one of my favorite places. Got flies on me. This place is full of turtles, full of snakes. It's got alligators, prehistoric fish. One of the coolest places in Georgia. I love coming here. It's always a surprise what I'm gonna find. So follow along with me and let's see if we can find some cool stuff. So I just caught this huge Suwannee cooter. She was working her way up this side of the river along the bank. And that is a massive turtle. This is our largest cooter. Suwannees are capable of getting 17 inches and larger. This girl is easily every bit of 16. So pretty cool to see. She's a big girl, so I'm gonna let her go right here. There you go. She's just gonna motor on upstream. So right now I'm just kind of sitting and taking a break. It's unbelievably hot. So I just kind of picked a little spot right here by the water. Just gonna sit down, take some rest, and figure out my next plan. Not finding a whole lot today, but we'll see. All right, I'm on my way south right now to meet up with Jay York. We're gonna go look for some alligator snappers, greater sirens, hopefully some mud snakes, and just see what else is out and about tonight down in South Georgia. So I'm gonna give a link to Jay's YouTube channel, and that'll be in the description. And wish us luck, and I'll take you along with me and show you what we get. All right, so I just got down here. It's pretty dark, water's pretty shallow, but I'm gonna keep looking, see what we can find, and hopefully get lucky. Well, not get lucky, but get lucky, you know what I mean. All right, just got down here, and right off the bat, male loggerhead musk turtle. Really pretty one. I like the fine speckled pattern. He was running around foraging in this shallow water, so I'm gonna let him go. Back where he's at. Run along. It's a greater siren. It's one of the first ones I've ever seen in the wild. That's awesome. I like his little crayfish buddy. You can talk.
Okay. we just caught this cooter, and then right over here, I look over and we got a little gator just chilling under this vegetation.
Pretty cool. It's always fun to find two things at once, even especially when it's an alligator and it's not a big one.
Yeah.
I like it when the little ones surprise me, but not the big ones.
For sure.
So, all right, I'm gonna let this girl go.
I mean, we thought that was just a log or something sitting there.
Big, God, bug in my throat. Big long-nosed gar came up. Check this out. I have a bug in my throat.
He sounded me the other night.
Very cool. All right, so I found this pretty young loggerhead. These are what you look for when you want to see these guys. Nice light color, speckling, and then this locality has these neat keels on the shell that you don't see up where I live. It's not a major feature, but it is something that's different. It's enough to notice and be worth looking into. Maybe there's something going on with these guys that, you know, maybe somebody should do a report on. But very pretty loggerhead. Super psyched to see this. My favorite turtles. So we're gonna let this guy go. Peace be unto you. All right.
Go ahead.
We hiked up a couple little Suwannee cooters feeding on the bottom. These guys will come out at night sometimes to feed on algae and other vegetation on the bottom. And these will actually grow to be our largest native cooter. So they will grow up to be about 17, 18 inches as adults. So they're pretty cool. They have the prettiest eyes ever.
They are really pretty turtles. A little video of it. Alright, so whether you're into turtles or snakes, tonight has been successful, I would say. these are the two species I wanted to see most tonight, so I mean, I can't ask for much more than that. Alright guys, so right here we got an eastern mud snake. I've been looking for one of these all summer, so I'm stoked to finally get one in hand. These guys feed primarily on sirens and amphiumas, which are large aquatic salamanders, eel-like salamanders. So that's pretty much all they feed on. And when they're young, they feed on salamander larvae and tadpoles and things like that. Now, as their name implies, they do live mostly in very mucky environments. We found this one in a pretty clear water type area, but there's lots of sirens down there. It's in a spillway, so he was hunting tonight. That's why we found him out. And they have a spine on the end of their tail they actually use to anchor themselves in the muck when they're feeding on the salamanders. It's pretty neat. They don't actually bite. They're one of the few snakes that basically will never bite you. Instead, they just poke you with this tail here, but it never actually breaks the skin. It's just a little bit uncomfortable to make you let go of them, because they actually have that spine there. Beautiful snakes.
It's awesome.
From right there, him just doing his thing. Right in here. I want to see what he does. Probably gonna burrow instantly and just disappear. Because he was mostly underneath there when I found him. I just saw a little coil of his tail sticking out. There we go. Right here, I think.
Yep, you see part of his body right there. And that's just how undetectable they are.
Yep.
Cool, man. Glad we were able to get out and do this. It's been fun.
It's been an awesome night, yeah.
Yeah. What's your YouTube channel?
Getting Lost with Jay York.
Cool.
Subscribe.
Yeah, go over there, like, comment, subscribe. Alright, so I'm recording this the day after what was an amazing night out with Noah and Daniel looking for alligator snapping turtles. Right off the bat we found a small one. And when you find small ones, it's always interesting because you're so used to scanning and looking for something really big, and then you find this little tiny guy just sitting on the bottom, and it's like really just the coolest thing. Alright, so I got lucky and spotted this little baby alligator snapper. Pretty fresh out of the nest. He's still got a lot of mud on his back, but he's sitting here luring, trying to draw in some really dumb fish, and doing natural alligator snapper stuff. So as you can see, they blend in pretty well. Once you know where to look, you can kind of spot them, but always tight to see these guys. And I'm gonna let Noah film him, take pictures of him, and all that.
Off he goes. There's a hole under that rock.
Yeah, he does stand up pretty good against the...
It looks exactly like a baby common snapping turtle if its head was like 5 times too big. Climbing around on the rocks.
Do it again.
All right, let's see him. All right, Daniel spotted this one. This guy was just sitting in the shallow water in between some rocks. Daniel's like, bingo. It's probably a maybe 3-year-old alligator snapper. About 4.5 inch shell.
That's so crazy.
I forgot about the ET comparison.
You turn him this way.
That's so crazy.
Look at the eyelashes on this guy. People pay a lot of money to have eyelashes like that.
All right, so this is a closer look at Daniel's alligator snapper he found. Nice 4-incher. These guys are really cool. This time of year, you'll find them just sitting around on the bottom luring for fish, and like this guy trying to sit in between rocks to catch crayfish. And we're just gonna let him go and let him walk back into the creek. Look at him go on his puny little legs. And look at Daniel's toes.
Nope, not yet. Alright guys, and as always, we're going to let this guy go right back to where he found him.
Later on in the night, when things really took a turn and it became a special night was when we were walking to go try and find some big adult alligator snappers, and we looked down on the trail and you see some little eggshells and stuff, and I'd walked past it. I thought it was a predated nest, and then Noah called me back and pointed out that there were little footprints, and I was like, oh, those are little alligator snapping turtle footprints. And I also noticed some ants kind of going in and out of the nest, and so I knew that fire ants were going in there. And so I was like, well, we need to check this, make sure there's nothing in there. So I dig it up, and I think the first or second scoop I came up with a couple little baby alligator snapping turtles. So it was at that point that I decided, because of the fire ants, because they're kind of an invasive and they just destroy anything that, you know, nests on the ground or in the ground, I didn't want anything to happen to those baby alligator snapping turtles, so I decided we should just go ahead and all the ones that were ready to go in the water that were coming out of the nest, we just got them straight down to the water after shooting some photos and some video of them, and it was pretty incredible. It was about, I think it was 10 or 11 of them, and that was pretty cool. So one of the craziest nights ever. I don't know if that'll ever happen again, but I'm certainly glad that we all got a chance to see that, because that was really one to remember. Found this alligator snapping turtle nest hatching out. This is a little alligator snapping turtle about to come out of the egg right in my hand.
not make this stuff up.
Come on.
Wild alligator snapping turtle nest hatching before our eyes. He's doing it. He's doing it.
There he is. He's out. Welcome to Earth, buddy.
There he is.
There's a whole nest of them in here too. So we're gonna try and get these guys to a safe piece of water and let them go. What do you guys think of that?
Mine's blown.
Right out of the egg, ready to go out into the world. Yeah, clean yourself up.
Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11.
10 or 11.
This guy's just humping his brother. Damn. That's it right there. My mouth.
All right, taking these down to the water to let them go. I'm gonna take mine over towards these roots. Like right along here looks good. I'm gonna try and release them right into this, where there's all this wood and stuff. Down in here, looks good. Right there. And they're just gonna cling to all this stuff just like they naturally would in the wild. Well, they are in the wild, I don't know why I said that. Just like they would in the wild.
These captive bred alligator snappers.
Yeah, exactly. And they're gonna hopefully live a long time. Go and become huge. Live your life, boy. Don't do what your parents said. Get an education, find a woman. So thanks for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please subscribe. I post up field herping videos every Friday, and then turtle care and turtle information and habitat building throughout the week. So hit that notification bell, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.